floats on water. But have you ever wondered why ice floats in water? Let's find out this cool mystery. First, let's see what happens when the water cools. As the water cools, it becomes denser, heavier, and it sinks. But something weird happens when it gets colder than 4 degrees Celsius. The density of the ice decreases, and the weight decreases. Therefore, water colder than 4 degrees rises to the top, while warmer water stays at the bottom. When it cools again, the cold water above turns into ice. So, ice, which is lighter than water, floats on the surface of the lake. But how does water lose weight when it gets colder? Let's see. Water is made up of H2O molecules. In liquid form, all these molecules are packed very close together. Hence, the density increases. But in ice, the distance between these molecules increases, and they take up more space than in normal liquid water, so ice becomes less dense. That's why the ice is so light. It seems like a miracle, doesn't it? There is one more surprising fact. This property of water is the reason for our Earth's existence. How? The ice that floats on the surface of the water keeps the water below it from getting colder and prevents it from turning into ice. If it were not so, all the water around us would have cooled and turned into ice. Our entire ocean would freeze. It would have taken millions of years to heat up and turn back into water. The species would have completely disappeared. Therefore, when ice forms and floats on top of the water, it becomes a boon to the creatures living in lakes and ponds, because the floating ice creates a comfortable blanket for the creatures and plants below it. Interestingly, this ice blanket keeps them safe and warm in winter. Nature has a way of doing interesting tricks to sustain its species, right? Thanks for exploring this snowy adventure with us. Stay curious and keep learning about the wonderful world around you.